Okay, so hi everyone. Short presentation on bioRxiv. We've just installed it, but I thought we'll give you just show it to you quickly, um, so that you have an idea. It's not installed yet on the main site on BMJOS, but I'm going to show you on a demo site. So just next 2 3 days we can put it on the main site too. Um, so very briefly, why B2J as it's called? There are two services from bioRxiv. One is B2J, which is bioRxiv to journal, and one is journal to bioRxiv. So B2J allows you to submit an author who has already submitted a file, normally a PDF file, to bioRxiv. If they decide to submit it to a real journal, as it were, um, they can submit that. And to save them time, we want to just click one click to say, I want this to go to this journal, that journal. So that's the idea with B2J. And what happens is the metadata, as much metadata as bioRxiv decide, they can move over. So that saves time for the author to if you like, do their submission. Once the data has come into review, the author can then make any changes, edit, add, make any changes they want, add extra files, and then they can submit. But it saves them the original, if you like, work of submission. The way it works, B2J, is that we have a shared folder that we agree, an FTP folder with bioRxiv. And the files, the PDF file or Word file that the author wants to submit, are deposited in a structured, agreed way in that folder. And the metadata comes in as XML. I won't go into too many details, but that's basically what it is. The metadata plus the data. So it comes into a folder and we pick it up from there. Generally, a better way to do this, or a more uh, um, uh, flexible way, is to have APIs where the two systems talk to each other. So for example, if one is missing, an item is missing, one system can say, no, I haven't got the author details, can you send it? They can change information. Um, that is something bioRxiv don't have now, but we are interested in having that, and we are having some discussions with them. So hopefully we'll have that kind of much more integrated approach in the near future. But for now, it's the shared XML. So what happens is you've got bioRxiv. The author sees a list of journals they can submit to, including now BMJOS. They press a button to submit, and it is submitted. It's sent to the FTP file. So it goes into the shared FTP folder. We don't know much about the other side. I wanted to give you a demo of the whole process, but there is no bioRxiv sandbox, as it were. So I'd have to actually submit a real paper there, and I'm not in the position to do that right now. So what I'll show you is from our side, from the time it comes into the shared folder. So what happens is, on our side, the review, or the BMJ installation of review, is checking this shared folder every 15 minutes. And if it sees a new submission, then immediately it imports it. Now we can change this 15 minutes to 5 minutes or 2 hours or whatever. It's a balance. If you think you're getting a lot of submissions, you can check more frequently, but the more frequently you check, the more bandwidth is taking up. So we thought 15 minutes is reasonable to check. So that's the way it works. What I'd like to show you, I'll just a little bit slightly geeky perhaps, this one, but this is actually the FTP site you're looking at. There are, right now, if I just change my resolution, no, that's fine. I hope you can read this. So we've got actually two sets of files. There's 451 Go XML, there's 451 XML, and there's 451 zip. So this is how the data comes in. That's one set of three, and that's another set of three that is being uploaded. The zip file has the actual PDFs in them, etc. And the XML has the metadata. I might as well just have a quick look at the XML. So this is what bioRxiv are giving us, telling us about the manuscript. So it's XML, journal, bioRxiv, Cold Spring Harbor. I'll just remove the text wrap so it reads better. Bit more metadata. This, I don't think we use much. This is the article title. This is the given name, Rose Cooper is the submitting author, and this is the email. So we can pick all that up. We notice this is, I'm going to go back to them, but some of the authors don't have emails, and we really want to have the email. So our system wants an email. It doesn't want to set up a user without an email. That's the only way you can communicate with them. So at the moment, this comes in, but you have to put in the author has to put in the details themselves. This one here, this is surname, given name, and it's got an email. So that'll come in fine. And these are some more data, metadata. It's a pretty short file. You can see we're at the bottom of the file here. So this is all the data we have. We can put as much of this data as we want. The more data they give us, the more we can put in. This is the abstract down here. So any questions do pop in, but otherwise I'll go on with the...
Cafe, do you know what that date type is there below received, where it says rev-recd?
Whereabouts on the page, sorry?
Under the history.
Under history,
you've got history, date type received.
Yeah.
So, and then there's one below that says date type rev-recd.
Yeah, so the one is 5757. The answer is I don't know. This is all the information we have.
Okay, it would just be interesting to know, because I presume further down the line we'll want to start thinking about kind of the timestamps for the preprints, but it's not important now, I suppose.
Yeah, there's lots of things in here. As I say, this is all we have, and the more data we have, the clearer it is, the more we can we can put in. But yeah. So that's the So what I'm going to do, so this is it's our test site. Now, as I said, our system is checking every 15 minutes. So I don't want to wait for 15 minutes, but we can run it manually. I can say, look, I think someone just submitted, I want to check. So if I log in, and you can log into at BMJOS this super admin. I've logged in as super admin. And if I go to manage here, it says manage bioRxiv. So we put a menu, especially for my bioRxiv, and this says check for B2J submissions. So I can run this instead of don't have to wait for 15 minutes. I say I want to please have a look right now. If I click on that, are you sure you want to click that? B2J completed successfully. Now, if I just go back to my FTP site and I refresh, you'll see we have two folders here. So what that did, it creates two folders processing. So while it's processing, it goes in here. And as soon as it's ingested into review, it puts them back into here. So that's gone. So as far as our system goes now, in the top directory, there are no files. That's done. Okay. And they've come into review now. If I check my mail, I have an email. And this is the email that you had suggested. Right, dear, this should be the other way around. Cooper Rose. In India, they always put the surname first and the first name. So that would be dear Rose Cooper, etc. Login, and they would have a deep link. Now here, Rose has an ID, so there's no deep link. But normally, you click a deep link and you go straight to that submission. You can see there are two emails. They've both come to me. Cooper, and this is another one, Evelyn McCool. They have exactly the same thing. So I click a deep link and I go back here, and now I'm going to log in as that person, Rose. And the deep link will bring me straight into here, bioRxiv. We have a little category here, bioRxiv. If I click on that, that has been imported. So it says it's done the first step of the submission for me. So if I go to edit, I can make any edits here if I want to the abstract, to the title. Now you'll see article type. bioRxiv don't give us the article type, so we have to select here, editorial or research article. Okay. So I'm happy with that. Save and continue. And this is the basically the normal submission process. It does tell me that we haven't found an email for John Simons. Please enter the details. So I have to enter, if I want to do that, I have to manually go and say, no, there is another author here. And I'll put some keywords. Oops, never mind. Save and continue. And you can see that it's brought the files for me. Right now, they're sending us, we're getting two files in two directories. We're just asking them which one we should use. One is called the doc, one is a doc folder, one is a PDF folder. Right now, we're bringing both of them in here. I can say, the author can say, well, actually, we don't, these are both the same, so delete that. That goes. And generate PDF. And preview the PDF. So that's my PDF produced. So that's fine. Close that. And the usual, how many words have you got? How many figures? How many tables? Etc. Some dummy questions here. Ethics, please. Save and continue. And I can preview the selection, or I can go back. I can see this error. I can go back to authors. You can see it's brought in for me 1, 2 authors, but John Simons, because it doesn't have an email, it doesn't accept it. So we need to add another email here if we want to. I'll just leave that for now and skip. Okay. So I'm ready to submit, preview submission, and I can submit, and that's how it works, basically. That's B2J. So as I say, every 15 minutes it's checking. So an author who submits through bioRxiv within a maximum 15 minutes, they will get an email asking them to come in and continue. So that's my demonstration, and happy to take questions.
Thanks, Kaveh. That looks really good. I'm just wondering, do you think we need to tweak the instructions to the author in the email? Because when they follow the deep link and then they go through, they then have to go and they click on they then need to click on the bioRxiv section, do they, in order to go through and complete the submission question?
The deep link would actually go into bioRxiv.
Okay, so it should be clear then to them what they need to do.
I believe so. We can certainly change the email, as needed to make it more clear.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, because I think in the email to text it was just
okay.
The deep link through and then please complete these questions, but it didn't say which bit of the dashboard they needed to go to or anything. So I'm just wondering if we need to.
Okay.
So it says create an account in our submission system or log in if you already have one. So it takes them straight in, and presumably if they don't already have an account, they still would need to create one before that deep link wouldn't necessarily work then.
The deep link would work. If they don't have an account, the deep link will take them in actually straight to their paper. They don't have to navigate. Right? They go straight to the title of the paper and the abstract, but they will be asked to fill in their details to sort of complete their profile.
Yeah.
But they can still go and do what I did, just with that one deep link.
Okay. But I think as well, it might be, yeah. We can see as well if we get any feedback from them as well, if there's anything that's not that they're struggling with.
Well, this email is just an email. We've put that as an email template, so we can change that, or you can change that at any time. There's nothing magical about this email. I thought at the start that there was some sort of we had to set the email the way they worded it, but no, it's under our control.
Yeah, sure.
So that's B2J, and of course J2B we're working on now. The idea is that will be if somebody submits to BMJOS, they want at the same time the paper to be on bioRxiv as well. That's a little bit more complex, but same idea, same sort of FTP idea.
Yeah. So that should be at some point next month.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Kaveh. Kat, do you know if we will be able to get some screenshots from bioRxiv, or Kaveh, is that something that
Yes, I asked Kevin John at bioRxiv, and he said he's making us a video, so I'll share that when he sends it over.
Okay, cool.
I'd love to see that too.
Yes, I'll share with you, Kaveh. And would you be able to send me these screenshots, please, so I can share with Claire?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I'll do that. Yes.
Thank you. Great. Okay, well, I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, all the best.
Okay. All right, thanks, Gabby. Bye.
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 Bye.